India. India size and location. This is the first unit which we are going to deal now. Now, in India size and location, before let us learn about India. India is a land of cultural diversity. India has been a land which has ancient civilizations in practice from many years. Indian ancient civilizations is considered as to be one of the oldest civilizations which existed on this world. So the Indus Valley civilization traces the Indian existence in the ancient period. Now, from the past 5 to 6 decades, as India achieved its independence in 1947, from then India achieved a remarkable progress, not only in the field of agriculture, but also in the field of technology, education, and all the other scientific developments. Now moving on to understand exactly what is India's size and location is a main concept and theme of this lesson. India location. When we locate any place, we just like to know with the help of the map. On the map, if we are locating India, first of all, India falls on the northern hemisphere completely, because India is located in Asia, and in the southeastern part of Asia we find exactly where India is located. So in order to know exactly and appropriately where the country is located or where any particular place is present, so we need to know the latitudinal and the longitudinal extent of a place. The latitudinal extent of India is 8 degrees to 37 degrees north, while the longitudinal extent is 68 degrees to 97 degrees east. Now, 8 degrees to 37 degrees, which means it is above the equator. When we say north, it clearly specifies for us that it comes under the northern hemisphere. Now, when it is in the northern hemisphere, the longitudes start from 0 degrees. The 0 degree longitude is the equator. From there towards the upwards, very close to the equator, we have India. So the total number of latitudes which are passing through India is 30 latitudes are passing through India, while longitudes, if you take, the longitudes also are nearly 30 longitudes passing through India. So in order to know exactly the location of India, India's longitudinal extent, India falls in the northern hemisphere, starts at 8 degrees north latitude and ends at 37 degrees north latitude. And coming to the longitudes, towards the eastern side, we find its location from 68 degrees to 97 degrees east. So this clearly specifies for us what is the actual location of India. Now, we have one more special quality for India's location, especially with regards to latitudes. That is the latitudinal extent, that is from 8 degrees to 37 degrees. In the middle we have 23.5 degrees longitude, that is nothing but the Tropic of Cancer. The Tropic of Cancer divides India equally into two halves, whereas it is passing through Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and the other states like West Bengal and passes on to the northeastern states. While it is passing through this one, it exactly divides India into two equal halves. Just as the equator divides the entire world into two equal hemispheres, in the similar way, India has been divided by the Tropic of Cancer into two parts. So, Tropic of Cancer, the region which is present downwards towards the Tropic of Cancer, experiences some type of hot climatic conditions because it comes under the torrid climatic condition zone, whereas the land which is present above the Tropic of Cancer comes under the temperate zone region. So the climate is little bit less heat when compared to the southern region. So northern part doesn't experiences much heat temperatures or hot temperatures, well as southern part experiences some of the hottest dry days during the summer. Now let us understand about the size of India. Now let us understand the size of India. The total area of India is 3.28 million square kilometers. Well, this accounts nearly for 2.4% in the entire geographical area of the world. Now, 3.28 million square kilometers is really a very vast land. India covers a large region under its origin, under its influence. But India stands at the 7th place, while Russia with 17 million square kilometers stands at the first place, followed by Canada, and then we have US, China, Brazil and the other countries. Later we have our country India standing at the 7th place. So India is the 7th largest country in the world in terms of area, geographical area. So India's total geographical area is 3.28 million square kilometers, while it accounts for nearly 2.4% in the entire world geographical area of landmass. Now, the entire land boundary of India is 15,200 kilometers, while the coastline boundary is 7,516.6 kilometers. The entire land boundary means that the region which is covering the entire land boundaries of from India, from Kashmir again back to Kashmir, covering the points like eastern region, Kanyakumari region, Gujarat region, then we move on to Kashmir. While when we talk about the coastline, we talk only about the region starting from Gujarat belt to the West Bengal region. So that's why the coastline is just 7,516 kilometers, while the landmass is nearly 15,200 kilometers. Now, when we observed the location of India, we clearly mentioned that India's latitudinal extent is from 8 degrees to 37 degrees, while the longitudinal extent is from 68 degrees to 97 degrees. So it clearly reveals for us that latitudes, we have nearly 30 latitudes and 30 longitudes passing through India. So when we look at the exact India map, you find that the northern region is bit from west to east is bit wider when compared to the north to south. It actually appears like that because when we take the exact count of the latitudes are parallel to each other and they maintain the equidistance between each other, which makes us the distance to be very large. While coming to the longitudes converge at poles, so the equidistance between the longitudes gets converged nearby to the poles. So the number of longitudes may be 30, but it's not equal to the distance of 30 latitudes.